Why ASEAN is Not Ready for Papua New Guinea by AZLAN ADNAN. At the 46th ASEAN Summit in Kuala Lumpur, Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto made a forceful appeal. It's time for Papua New Guinea, PNG, to join ASEAN. Jakarta sees PNG's accession as a strategic expansion, an opportunity to increase ASEAN's geopolitical heft and strengthen its presence in the Pacific. After all, PNG has been an observer since 1976 and shares a land border with Indonesia. But while the call found sympathy in some corners, notably Cambodia and Laos, key voices, Malaysia, Singapore, and Brunei, have quietly pushed back. The reality is simple. PNG has not yet joined ASEAN. Its application remains under discussion, with no clear timeline for accession. ASEAN Secretary General Kim Hourn recently confirmed that PNG's bid is being studied, but stressed that it requires consensus and alignment with the ASEAN Charter. That consensus, for now, is elusive. Are the concerns legitimate? Yes, and they cut across economic, political, and cultural dimensions. 1. Economic mismatch. PNG's economy is not integrated into the ASEAN ecosystem. With a GDP per capita of less than $2,800 and infrastructure bottlenecks across the board, the country lags far behind the regional average. Its economy is largely resource-dependent, disconnected from ASEAN's increasingly digital and service-oriented supply chains. For Singapore, which prioritizes regional initiatives on trade, innovation, and digital governance, bringing PNG on board would add another layer of complexity. ASEAN already spans a vast development gap, from Singapore to Myanmar. Adding PNG could strain existing mechanisms and reduce the bloc's ability to respond cohesively to global economic challenges. Number 2. Governance and institutional weakness. Papua New Guinea ranks poorly on global governance indicators. Corruption, political instability, tribal violence, and fragile state institutions remain serious issues. These concerns are not just cosmetic. They go to the heart of ASEAN's viability as a political and economic union. Malaysia, grappling with its own domestic challenges, is reluctant to see ASEAN's credibility further eroded by a new member unable to meet basic standards of governance. The bloc is already struggling to deal with Myanmar's descent into authoritarian chaos. Admitting PNG without meaningful reform would only deepen that dysfunction. 3. Cultural and geopolitical distance. PNG may share a border with Indonesia, but it is not culturally, linguistically, or historically part of the Southeast Asian sphere. It belongs more to Melanesia and the Pacific Islands Forum than to ASEAN's continental or maritime networks. Brunei and Singapore, both small but diplomatically cautious states, worry that ASEAN's regional identity will be diluted if it continues expanding without clear criteria. If PNG qualifies on the basis of geography alone, what stops other Pacific nations from applying? The issue is not exclusion, but coherence. 4. No consensus, no entry. ASEAN functions on consensus. Even one country's objection is enough to stall accession indefinitely. Unlike the European Union, ASEAN has no legal mechanism to enforce majority will. This means political alignment is not just a preference, it's a prerequisite. That's where PNG's bid hits a wall. There's no strong internal push from existing members to fast-track it. Without guarantees of economic and political readiness, even sympathetic members remain non-committal. So what comes next? PNG's path to ASEAN is not closed, but it is long. Instead of rushing to full membership, the bloc should explore graduated engagement, enhanced observer status, technical cooperation, or associate membership tied to reform milestones. This would allow PNG to align gradually without weakening ASEAN's core. Expanding ASEAN's footprint is a worthy goal, but not at the cost of its cohesion. For now, the bloc must focus on consolidation, not overreach. Welcoming PNG can wait. Getting ASEAN's house in order can't work. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope, so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed, now seek the skies, and slowly, clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again. Its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.